Hi there, this is Jen, and thanks so much for joining me today. Today, I'm excited to be a part of a collaboration. This is hosted by Crafty Owl, and January's inspiration is this beautiful card by J.J. Bolton. There will be a link to the original card below, so you can check her other work out. It's an absolutely beautiful card. And so the Oh So Inspired is basically you're taking whatever element you want from the original or the inspiration piece. And so a few of the things that I am using from the inspiration piece are vellum, the kind of floral or more leafy background, I guess, and also the rainbow pattern of the color she has on her card. And so I'm going to start out with a piece of Bristol smooth cardstock. That's 4¼ by 5½, and I'm using this stencil from Paper Rose. It's called Spotted Gum Leaf, and the inks I'm going to be using today are Lavinia Elements inks. And while I'm doing a little bit of the ink blending, I just wanted to tell you a little bit more about the collaboration. In the title, there is a hashtag which is OSIC January 2023. And if you go ahead and click on that hashtag, you will see all of the other collaborators. It's a small group of us that are going to be doing this collaboration with a new inspiration piece every month. And so on the 20th of every month, we will have our videos up with the inspiration piece and our take on that piece. And so if you click on that hashtag, you'll be able to see all of the other collaborators. And you can join in as well. So basically what you would do is the same thing that we have done, is take the inspiration piece and pick the elements or element that you want to recreate from that. And then you can use the hashtag I was oh so inspired when you post on social media. And I'll go ahead and leave all of the information below if you're interested in that. But it's really fun. And we would love to see how you were inspired by the inspiration piece as well. So I hope you join in and go ahead and use the hashtag so that we can find your take on that inspiration piece. So I finished up the ink blending. I really love how the colors turn out. I really love the stencil. I think that's what it is. It's just a really beautiful stencil. And so I'm going to take that piece and I'm going to trim off about 1/8 of an inch around the entire panel. And so I am basically going to have my 4¼ by 5½ card, the main card panel, and then I will have my stenciled piece. And then I'm going to grab a piece of vellum, and this vellum is cut to 4¼ by 5½. I'm just going to take a circle die from my stash, and I wanted it to be a big enough circle to cover or have a fairly big opening so that you can see the brightest of the colors, because that vellum does mute it a little bit. And then to kind of frame that piece of vellum out, I created another circle, and this one is just out of white cardstock. So I just stacked 2 different sizes of circle to go ahead and go around that piece. And I added a little bit of liquid adhesive to the back of that. And then I'm going to take my acrylic block and let that dry up. And then once that is dried, I will add some liquid adhesive to the back of the circle so that I can adhere that to my stenciled panel. And again, the acrylic block so that can dry. And I wanted to pop it away a little bit from the card. The inspiration piece does have a little bit of depth away from that main card panel. So I took a really super thin piece of foam and adhered that to the 4¼ by 5½ white card panel. And then I had a little bit of indecision, I guess, about leaving so much open space on the card. Like I kind of felt like I should have put something in the circle. But then I just settled on adding the sentiment that says hello. So it's kind of a white shadow and then the black lettering. And I decided that that, along with some sequins, it was going to be my card, and that I was just going to leave that open space and let that beautiful color and stencil pattern show through without putting anything on top of it. And so I grabbed some stencils, some sequins from my stash, and I always have just a hard time with sequins. And so for this card, I just basically took some sequins out and kind of sprinkled them, and then I glued them down to wherever they fell on the card, and that's where they got adhered. And then these are kind of like little discs, I guess, sequins, different sizes, and I added a little bit of frosted lace stickles to the middle of those just to add a little bit of sparkle. And that's going to do it for my card today. I hope you enjoyed. If you did like this video or find it informative, I would love it if you would give a thumbs up. Don't forget to go ahead and click on that hashtag and follow the rest of the collaborators and see what they have done with the inspiration piece. As well, don't forget to go ahead and create your own and use the hashtags so that we can see your take on it as well. As always, thanks so much for spending some time with me today, and I hope to see you next time.